Let's get you up to date if you're just joining us. 2 a.m. local time, so about 4 hours and 45 minutes ago, there was a shooting inside Pulse Orlando, a nightclub in the city there, the heart of the city on South Orange, if you're familiar with it. We know that this is now a mass casualty situation, that coming from Orlando police. Victims were taken to several hospitals in the region, Orlando Regional Medical Center, Winnie Palmer Hospital, Arnold Palmer Hospital. We know all three of those were on lockdown at some point. We have video of there being shots fired in the direction of the nightclub, but we do know from police that the shooter inside the nightclub is dead. We're still waiting for confirmation.
Just take a moment and really sobering moment here as we look at the video of, of that club, but of these people. It is such a testament to how people come together after a shooting like this. These are people who were witnesses, who were around the club, who may have been inside the club, helping those who are injured, carrying them down, we're assuming, to hospitals. Look at this. We've got citizens as well as police officers trying to get somebody to a nearby hospital there, sometimes putting them, as you're going to see here, just in the back of a pickup truck to get them to the hospital because there clearly was not enough, there were not enough emergency vehicles, or perhaps two, because it was cordoned off, it may have been very difficult to get emergency vehicles to the scene at certain points of the evening.
Top of the hour. But before we hear on the ground from the Orlando Police Department, let's bring in Steve Rogers. He's a retired lieutenant from the Nutley, New Jersey Police Department. Steve, thanks for joining us this morning. Appreciate it. So right now at the scene, if it is, and we've got reports from the police that the shooter has been killed, what else is going on the scene? We've heard explosive ordnance teams, the perimeter is still in place. What would the police be working on and doing right now?
Well, right now they're going to gather as much evidence as they could close to the scene as well as within the range of that perimeter. Look, a couple of issues here. One is, what is the motive? This is going to be very important in the investigation. What type of weapon
came in from Facebook as police fired shots in the direction of that nightclub, engaging, we expect, with someone there in that direction. Our law enforcement analysts tell us they likely had a target. We know from police that the shooter inside the nightclub is dead. Now, we do not know if that is the only shooter. We're waiting.
We do think that we're going to get an update any minute now from representatives from a few of the agencies that responded. And again, we just got here, so it's hard to tell exactly how many there are. But this is as large a response as you see for an event like this. Obviously, the response matches the severity of the incident last night.
Good morning. So at approximately 02:02 hours this morning, we had an officer working at Pulse nightclub who responded to shots fired. Our officer engaged in a gun battle with that suspect. The suspect at some point went back inside the club where more shots were fired. This did turn into a hostage situation. From there, obviously multiple officers from various agencies responded. SWAT team responded. At approximately 0500 hours this morning, the decision was made to rescue hostages that were in there. Our SWAT officers exchanged gunfire with the suspect. The suspect is dead. He appeared to be carrying a rifle, an assault-type rifle, and a handgun, and had some type of device on him. That's what we're doing right now, checking the area for devices. There are multiple people that are dead inside. I don't want to give anyone a number right now, but multiple people are dead inside Pulse nightclub, and at least 42 people have been transported to various hospitals around. So do not have an exact count. Obviously, our condolences go out to the friends and family. We're going to continue to work with the FBI and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the Orange County Sheriff's Office on this joint investigation. And at this time, I'll turn it over to the sheriff.